Hi, I'm David Allison. I'm going to show you a bit about my research and specifically some insights on the next generation of the wealthiest people in America and how to push their buttons. Let's start this way. Every organization on earth really exists to do just one thing, and that's influence a group of people and get them to do something. So it would be very useful to know how a group of people decide to do one thing instead of another. The answer is very simple, and there's decades of scientific research to back this up. Humans are biologically hardwired to chase anything that supports what they already care about. In other words, what they value. You know what? We just can't help it. It's what humans do. Now, here's an interesting fact. There's only 56 human values to chase. You can think of them as 56 buttons you can push to get people to do what you want them to do. So the million-dollar question is exactly what buttons do you need to push to activate your entire target audience at the same time? We built the first tool that answers that question and makes the shared values of your target audience into a kind of an operational asset. After 500,000 surveys in 152 languages, we now have a global inventory of what everyone on earth is chasing and what they're listening for and what they care about most of all. Organizations as diverse as global sportswear brands to Wall Street hedge funds to the United Nations, they're already using these insights to convince people to do what they want them to do by simply pointing to the things they've already got that their target audience is out there looking for. Now, here's a few little bits of information from our recent study of next generation of high net worth and ultra high net worth individuals. We call this report the Inheritors. First, after profiling a statistically representative random sample of 1,850 people who fit the profile, they segment out like this. There's so much we could talk about just on this one chart, but we're going to focus on the segment we call the ESG Champions. Notice that only 22% fit into the ESG category. That's environmentalism, sustainability, and governance. I think this is far less than many of the experts would like to believe. If we look at what the ESG Champions value, we see that they have a Valuegraphics profile like this. There are so many things we could learn about how to go to market from just looking at this profile because, of all the 56 possible values that a target audience could be chasing and share in common, these are the ones that trigger the behaviors and feelings and emotions of this particular segment. Here's how their profile compares to the values for the population at large. We do this because it just might help see the differences in some kind of context and make the uniqueness of this target audience stand out with more clarity. Turns out this segment is very unique from the rest of us, especially as we work down towards the bottom of the list. Now, I could go on for days about each one of these values, but let's save that for another time. The best thing to do next is to figure out which portion of the overall audience of the Inheritors will be drawn to a specific product, service, brand, institution, idea, and then go out and develop a unique custom profile for that organization. What you end up with is a kind of scientific set of instructions for your target audience that explains how to push their buttons and exactly what buttons to push. Now, let me know if you'd like to talk a little bit more about this. You can watch the Valuegraphics website for the full version of the Inheritors report. We'll be uploading it there and it'll be free to download. Thanks for your attention. I hope you have a great day.